The Horizon League Game of the Week travels to the Dairylands, where league-leading Green Bay plays Milwaukee, and the well-balanced Phoenix is a perfect 4-0. But UW Milwaukee is in hot pursuit of another Horizon League crown. The question becomes, can Green Bay take its win streak to 7? Or will Bruce Pearl's Panthers create a logjam at the top of the standings? We'll find out next on FSN. In Milwaukee, where it's a frosty 4 degrees outside, but it'll be nice and toasty in here today as Milwaukee gets it together with Green Bay, the two Wisconsin schools having at it. It's Horizon League basketball on FSN today. Along with David Kaplan, I'm Josh Lewin. Welcome to our coverage of Horizon League basketball. And right at the top of the standings, Cap, that's where you'll find both Green Bay and Milwaukee.
That's right. These two teams dominating league play when you look at the standings board and you see UW Green Bay, the surprise team, the only undefeated team, and we haven't been in conference play very long here in the new year. Milwaukee sits at 4-1, and Wright State right there, Detroit in action today as well.
The two northernmost teams in the league are way north in the standings, and for Milwaukee, I guess Ed McCants is a big reason that's happening.
Ed McCants is a big-time player. I mean, you talk about somebody that can flat out fill it up from 30 feet and in. He's a great athlete. I mean, he can finish with authority like you see there, but he can also knock down the bomb, make the pass, and he's a prime-time perimeter defender. When you've got that type of versatility in your game, you're awfully tough to stop.
Green Bay, meantime, they really spread it out. They spread it around the floor. A lot of touches to a lot of different guys. Very balanced scoring attack.
Well, it's going to be an interesting key today when you take a look at the Green Bay attack. They've got to handle the press, and they've got 3 senior guards that will help them get the job done. Josh Lawrence, though, inside, he scores very effectively because he takes very good shots. This is a guy that cannot get over anxious today. Allow the game to come to him, hit his open shots, and they've got to play very effectively on the boards.
Just one league loss between these two teams as they go at it today. Wisconsin, we love you. It's Green Bay and it's Milwaukee. The two UW schools will have at it on FSN. And Milwaukee, both inside and outside, looking for some good things today against the Phoenix. Next.
Get ready for a whole new kind of Dodge. Introducing the all-new Magnum SXT with a 3.5-liter high-output engine and all-speed traction control. Open it up and find a tri-fold cargo floor, unique access liftgate, even a powerful Boston acoustic sound system. Dodge Magnum SXT, a whole different ride. Velocity meets versatility. The all-new Magnum starting at $22,495, only at your Dodge dealer.
Do you have ingrown toenails?
Constipation. Hemorrhoids. Diarrhea. Could be.
That little itch might be telling.
Remove back hair. Say no to BO.
Commercials. That's why we keep our heads out the window. Buddy, it's time to get serious.
Sirius Satellite Radio. Over 120 channels, including commercial-free music, plus news, talk, and sports. Want radio your way? Ride with the big dog. Sirius Satellite Radio.
Oh, yeah.
There is a start, there is a finish, and in the journey between, there are dreams. The NCAA Hall of Champions keeps these dreams alive for you. More than a museum, the NCAA Hall of Champions takes you on an interactive journey. Relive some of the most inspirational moments in collegiate sports history and walk in the steps of a student athlete. At the NCAA Hall of Champions, you'll find something for every fan. Discover what it means to be a champion. The journey begins inside.
The best damn sports show, period. Television's greatest late-night sports show has raised the bar again. Join Tom Arnold and John Sally as they cut loose with the biggest stars in sports and entertainment.
Oh, my God.
It's late night television reinvented.
Stick around.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights on FSN.
We have American Family Auto Insurance, we have American Family Life Insurance, and we also have American Family Homeowners Insurance. We picked the insurance company because of the reputation, and they've been in business a long time.
Ever since I had a car, I've had American Family.
It's very convenient to have all of our insurances under one company.
The phone calls are returned immediately.
You feel comfortable?
Yeah, I just need somebody who caters to me. I am a princess sometimes.
American Family Insurance.
We'll definitely stay with American Family.
Horizon League basketball brought to you by American Family Insurance. By Sprint, one Sprint, many solutions. By Febreze, it's that fresh. By the NCAA Hall of Champions, it's the journey. By Reebok, official sponsor of the Horizon League. By Merrill Lynch. And by the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Go almost to the date a year ago. The two UW schools got it together. They were both 5-0 at the time. This year, the showdown features 4-1 versus 4-0 in the Horizon League. Green Bay overall 11-3. They've won 6 straight. Milwaukee is 10-4 overall. The Panthers have won 3 in a row. The Green Bay Phoenix and their starting lineup comes at you this way. A lot of terrific guard play to talk about. And you see Brandon Morris, he's one of the senior leaders of this team, joined in the backcourt by Javier Mendiburu. Josh Lawrence goes up front with Tyler Koenig. Matt Roadie is the other guy we should mention out of the backcourt, a native of Wisconsin and making his 76th consecutive start for the Phoenix today. Todd Kowalczyk's in his 3rd year coaching the Phoenix. He has done some kind of makeover on this Green Bay team. For Milwaukee and Bruce Pearl, well, they go with bunch of guys that love to play D, and that could be a key today to win this game. Bruce Pearl says they've got to disrupt the Green Bay offense, and here are the guys that'll be trying to do that. Keep your eye on Boo Davis, that guy right there in the middle. He's off a strong effort last time out. And Joa Tucker's having a heck of a year, too. Bruce Pearl in his 4th year after a remarkably successful run at the University of Southern Indiana. He replaced Bo Ryan here at Milwaukee. He just won his 300th game as a head coach.
Second fastest to 300 active coaches. The only guy faster, Roy Williams.
He keeps pretty good company.
I would say.
Tyler Koenig will jump it up for the Green Bay Phoenix. And, you know, sometimes a school's nickname just fits perfectly, Cap. And regarding it, men's basketball, this is one of those times. Rising from the ashes. The Green Bay program is right there at 11-3.
Todd's done a wonderful job, Todd Kowalczyk, coaching this club. They've really changed style of play, changed perception. He's one of the fine young coaches in the game.
Tucker trying to shimmy inside. And there's Davis. Milwaukee races it down. They're a terrific offensive rebounding team. A little overzealous was Chris Hill. He's not likely to be grabbing offensive boards at 5'10".
No, but you know what? That's 3 shot opportunities for Milwaukee. If Green Bay is going to win the ball game, they cannot allow any over on the backboards or second chance points like that. Cannot happen.
We figured the game could be decided on the glass. Milwaukee is outstanding on the offensive glass, especially. The Phoenix not nearly as much. Matt Roadie will hand it off.
Man-to-man defense.
Mendiburu slashing. Boy, is he fun to watch. Roadie for 3, got it.
Good start. Nice job on ball movement. Outstanding job.
Green Bay hitting those 3s last time out. 8 of 13 in the second half in their win Tuesday night against Cleveland State. So what does that make them? 9 of their last 14 from beyond the arc. Shades of the early 90s Green Bay teams.
Tony Bennett in the lineup tonight?
Shot clock dipping down to 12 as Tucker out of that half-court set. And he's not shy about launching. But he wasn't close right there.
No, they didn't get a good possession there. Really not a lot of movement. They really didn't get any real opportunities at the basket.
Mendiburu. He is fouled by Tiger. Adrian and Tiger. You know, Milwaukee lost last year's Horizon League Player of the Year in Dylan Page. They are asking Tiger to pick up some of that slack. He's done a pretty nice job.
He has. He does not have the offensive skill that Dylan Page had. He could step out, could score inside. But I'll tell you what, you talk about matching him in toughness, Tiger's right there. Dylan Page now playing in Greece.
With a fresh 35 out between the rings for Lawrence. The Phoenix, the owners of the Horizon League's best record, and this is their best start since getting out at 25-2 9 years ago. Once again, Mendeburo backing.
Offensive foul.
22 on 22 should be a great matchup. Bruce Pearl and Todd Kowalczyk, the two coaches, pretty much said the same thing, Cap, when we talked to him earlier this week, that will just simply be fun to watch. Two guys that love going at it. They both have a lot of talent.
They both have a lot of talent. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Great pass, and there's a foul. Outstanding entry pass.
By the way, the broadcast rights for this event have been granted to FSN by the Horizon League. Any reproduction or rebroadcast without the expressed written consent of FSN and the Horizon League, that is strictly prohibited.
See, that entry pass is what set that whole thing up. Get a good seal down low, and you find a way to get the ball inside, and it leads to the foul situation. Now watch this pass. When you are going to defend the low post, he splits the two defenders, and there you see the seal. Just an outstanding job. Roadie has nothing he can do but try and slap at the ball, and he gets nailed for the foul.
Tucker knocks in the free throw, the Milwaukee product, and a preseason all-league pick. Here's that press that Milwaukee is famous for. Green Bay in this game here last year turned the ball over 15 times in the first half. But talking to Todd Kowalczyk before the game, he said that was mostly our own mistakes. It wasn't so much the press.
4 travels and 3 charges. But that's not having patience when you go up against the press. This is a much more polished team than it was a year ago.
And again, a battle for the top spot in the Horizon League. Look at Morris slash to the hole.
So you have decisions to make when you play against the press. Do you use it as a primary attacking transition offense, or
as Tucker knocks one in,
do you use it just to get it across half court, then set up and run your normal attack? It's a tough decision, and you give a lot of responsibility to your point guards.
Green Bay has had great guard play all season. Again, only 3 losses all season. Roadie with the shot clock at 19. Rattling out on Mendeburo. And Milwaukee proud of its defensive abilities, but as you can see, they like to run in the open court too.
And Mccoy wants to shoot it.
Roadie doing a real nice job on him. Fade away, Tucker. He's got all 5 of the Panthers points.
You know what? He's not 6'11" inside, but you talk about a kid with some footwork who knows how to post and get a seal. Love the way Tucker played on that play.
Lawrence got it.
Now, Tucker makes a mistake there. When you're going to defend a guy who's going to turn and face, get a hand up. Real nice job to use the window.
Chris Hill doing what a point guard is supposed to do. Number 2 for Milwaukee, taking care of the basketball. He has turned the ball over, Cap, only 3 times in 5 Horizon League games.
That's an impressive stat, as much as he has the ball in his hands.
Davis. And Lawrence grabs the rebound. So Milwaukee not doing much yet from outside. Roadie. And the big-time rebound from Tucker. Milwaukee just 2 of 7 shooting the ball. On the floor, we know that Milwaukee is down 2 on the Horizon League Game of the Week.
Aspiring to teach young people through athletic competition the value of learning, service to others, and personal responsibility. The Horizon League.
Every Sunday, these bold warriors meet in a quest for glory. Proud gladiators whose game is equal parts preparation and passion. When men become myths and moments become legend. The game is tailgating. The cola is Pepsi. It's the cola.
Learn more. The University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Visit uwm.edu for information.
Green Bay an early 7-5 lead, but watch the entry pass. Watch the seal. Tucker uses the right arm. Look at that. He holds off the defender, gives the target wide base. Here comes the entry pass. He's going to get separation now. He's got his defender, Lawrence. Little bit off balance, gets separation, knocks down a shot. That's how you score down low as a smaller guy. He's not 6'10", 6'11".
Joe Tucker with 5. That's all of Milwaukee's scoring right now. Tucker, the transfer from Bradley. Last year in the game at Green Bay, didn't miss a shot. 8 out of 8 from the field, on his way to 20 points. And the Phoenix, 3 out of 5 from the field right now. They've got a 7-5 lead in the early going.
Real good matchup here. Number 4 is Mark Pankratz. His dad was a star player at DePaul. Pretty tough kid on Mendaburu. Should be a real good matchup.
He's out there for a defensive spark. McCants. Pankratz is trying to follow up from underneath. And Mark Pankratz led the Schaumburg Saxons to a state title his senior year, upsetting Eddie Curry's team, right? Thornwood.
That's right. Beat Thornwood. Their coach, Bob Williams, just does a heck of a job.
You saw Benito Flores check in, the native of the Dominican Republic. And there's Pankratz.
And he scored. See, he's not going to out-jump you. He's not going to out-quick you. But this is a guy who knows how to play basketball. There are winning players. That's what Pankratz is. Makes the cut. He beats his man. Finds a way to get it on the window, hoop him out.
So Milwaukee now with a chance to take the lead for Bruce Pearl. They call Bruce the gem of UWM.
Good nickname.
The 2-time Horizon League Coach of the Year. 70 wins in, what, 3.5 seasons now for the Boston native.
Graduate of Boston College.
A lot of time at the side of it. Dr. Tom Davis, BC and at Iowa. And what a job he's done here in Milwaukee. Mendaburu, again, the defensive stopper. Pankratz is out there to harass him. Green Bay looking to get Morris involved. Shot clock dripping down to 6. They'll wipe it away. Morris had the open look to lay it in.
Okay, now here comes penetration. Obviously, shot clock running down to 4. Comes in a little out of control. There's the hit. Wipes away a basket. You've got to know that line of truth, that decision. Where can I jump, come down, and not charge?
Bo Davis back in the game for Milwaukee.
You know, interesting story about Bruce Pearl. He was not what you call a star player at Boston College. So one day Dr. Tom says, the Screaming Eagle is sick. I need you to put the costume on. He decides to put it on, climb up the basket support, and wave at the opposing players shooting. They nearly teched him. He became the most famous Boston College mascot of all time.
Has yet to get in the Panther costume here, at least as far as we know.
Exactly.
Hansen had it stripped away, and there's Mendaburu leading the charge, the 2-on-1. Evan Oshko couldn't get it to go, and he was hit in the face.
And he's down along the baseline.
Ryan Evan Oshko
got whacked across the side of the head, I think, after he missed the shot. Look at Todd Kowalczyk.
Now, Green Bay doesn't go real deep. The rotation for Todd Kowalczyk is only 9 men. And Evan Oshko has been a guy that's come in, giving him some quality minutes this year.
Nearly stolen by Joe Tucker.
Mendeburu, scoreless so far. Out it comes, and the miss from Morris. Koenig got in the way of James Wright.
Yeah, he didn't mean to knock him down. Koenig was just taking off to go down the floor. Wright had stopped, and Koenig ran him over.
That's a big, beefy body on Tyler Koenig, and it simply got in the way here. Look at that.
You can see he wasn't even really looking.
There's a little bit of bad blood, Cap, between these schools. The in-state rivalry obviously helps that along. Last year at Green Bay, there was a near incident between Todd Kowalczyk and one of the UWM assistants. In a very physical game, they go alley-oop. Blue Davis couldn't drop it in.
That lost the handle on it.
Both coaches downplayed that anything is still hanging around from last year in terms of that so-called bad blood. But I would think anytime these schools get together, is Mendeburu knocks it in.
Parries a triple and puts him right back on top.
I just think the nature of the rivalry, the geography is such. You can't help but to get fired up for this game.
Well, because you play against these kids in high school, you know, on both teams, and in summer camps, and tournaments, and pickup games. So certainly.
Hansen lets it fly. Way out of bounds, and it stays right down here. Of course, the coaches recruit against each other, too. And Todd Kowalczyk of Green Bay kind of scoffs at suggestions that it's tough to recruit out of state at Green Bay. He says, hey, the Ice Bowl was in the 60s. Green Bay's got this reputation as the coldest place on earth. Kowalczyk says, hey, it's no colder in Green Bay than in Chicago or Detroit. I can go get those kids.
He's right. I went to college up in Minnesota, and everyone, well, it's freezing up there.
Uh-oh.
Jump ball, alternate possession, and it will go to Green Bay. And I said, okay, so in Chicago, maybe it's 9 below and it's 10 below in Minnesota, or it's 70 and 68. What's the difference? You can go, if you're from the Midwest, you can play anywhere in the Midwest.
Foul's going to go on McCants. Let's quickly go to Chris Bowden, third member of our broadcast group.
Guys, good afternoon. You know, Ed McCants, the Rising League Player of the Week, went through a terrible shooting slump a little bit earlier back last month, 10 for 51 over a span of 4 games. Bruce Pearl says shooters just got to keep on shooting. Wouldn't you know, he got a Christmas present 3 days before Christmas. They go into number 2 Kansas, lose by 11, but McCants breaks out and scores 26 points. He's been on a roll ever since.
McCants transferring from Northwestern by way of Paris Junior College in Texas.
Good player. He's got the interesting, if you get a look at his socks, he wears the one high old school sock and then the one low NBA sock with his number on the back of his shoes. That's his thing.
He's easy to spot.
There you go.
Green Bay still by 2. Yeah, McCants is the reigning player of the week. They want to get him more and more involved. There's a turnover.
Got to bounce that in. Got to bounce that pass in, not throw it in the air.
Tavon Morris fumbled it away. No low-scoring start here in Milwaukee. The Panthers just 3 of 11 from the field. Tiger doesn't mind stepping out. And he got it.
Real good job of setting his feet, getting his shoulders over his toes, and then knocking down the triple.
6'7", 240, but he's close to a 50% three-point shooter this year, Cap. He's 12 out of 26.
Because he doesn't really shoot him off the dribble coming off a screen. It's ball reversal, set his feet, and he gets good looks. Offensive foul.
That'll go on Flores. Absorbed by Derek Ford.
Real nice job again by Milwaukee to get set. Here he comes. There's your defender. No doubt about the foul.
Now Ford, the turnaround. Well, baby hook wouldn't go. And when we come back, it's going to be Green Bay basketball. 11-10 Panthers early on FSN.
What does Chevy Trailblazer have that you want most? Unsurpassed standard horsepower among midsize SUVs. 6 CD changer and XM radio. And OnStar. Chevy Trailblazer. It's got what you want. Current GM Smart Lease lessees can lease an 05 Trailblazer LS 4-wheel drive for around $299 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. See your local Chevy dealer today for the #1 selling cars and trucks in Wisconsin.
The best damn sports show, period. Television's greatest late-night sports show has raised the bar again. Join Tom Arnold and John Sally as they cut loose with the biggest stars in sports and entertainment.
Oh, my God.
It's late-night television reinvented.
Yes. Stick around.
The best damn sports show, period. Weeknights on FSN. It's on FSN.
We have American Family Auto Insurance, we have American Family Life Insurance, and we also have American Family Homeowners Insurance. We picked the insurance company because of the reputation, and they've been in business a long time.
Ever since I had a car, I've had American Family.
It's very convenient to have all of our insurances under one company.
The phone calls are returned immediately.
You feel comfortable?
Yeah, I just need somebody who caters to me. I am a princess sometimes.
American Family Insurance.
We'll definitely stay with American Family.
Horizon League basketball brought to you in part by Sirius Satellite Radio. Over 120 channels of commercial-free music, news, talk, and sports. Live play-by-play of college football, hoops, and other sports. For the car, home, or anywhere you go, get Sirius today. Ride with the big dog. And here in Milwaukee, the Panthers, winners of the last 2 Horizon League regular season titles. Participants in the NCAA and NIT tournaments the last 2 years, but Cap, as it says right on the cover of their media guide in big yellow letters, still not satisfied.
No, they want to make that deep run.
Hard hit right there. And that sent Hill collapsing it to the deck. Team foul situation, 5-a-side right now.
There's the miss, and then you'll see the foul right there. There's the foul. Evan Ochko gets nailed.
Milwaukee was the preseason choice to win this league title again this year. But there's an upstart from a little bit north of where they sit, Green Bay. And the Phoenix with the basketball now off the miss. Bruce Pearl, the 3rd winningest active Division I coach in terms of win percentage, 78%. Roy Williams and Gonzaga's Mark Few are in front of him. But it seems to be kind of wide open this year, Cap, when you look at what's going on in the Horizon League.
Well, I mean, we're, what, a week and a half into conference play, and you only have 1 undefeated team left. I mean, who would have thunk it?
Josh Lawrence, nice touch for the baby hook inside.
Early stat look. You've got shooting for Milwaukee, just 31%. Green Bay, not blistering, but better. They're 44.
Milwaukee thought to be very strong this year. UIC, Detroit. Speaking of strength, they're going to wipe it out.
I don't think so.
Derek Ford called for the offensive foul. He's with you.
Wow. Got to see that one again. And here comes a really nice pass. I don't know about that one. There's your kick. Now, is the defender set before he takes off? No way. No way. Bad call. Bad call.
Bruce Pearl, although he's not currently in costume right now, would agree with you.
But referees are human.
Flores is out of bounds. And that is the 7th Green Bay turnover of this first half, Cap. They're steamrolling towards what happened to them last year in the first half. 15 first half turnovers on the way to an 11-point loss.
You cannot turn the ball over, period. But on the road against the team that everyone says is the best in the league, can't do it.
Tucker looking inside. There's really not much there. Milwaukee still having a tough time finding the open shot. They're 4 out of 13 for the afternoon. McCants knifes that pass along to Tigert. They've developed a good rhythm, those two, the inside-outside game. McCants looking in for Tigert. Hill breaking down his man, has to fan it out with 7 to shoot. And there's McCants.
You gotta know where he is. When he couldn't get free at the top of the key to operate, he went to the the corner, got the ball on the hill and said, find me, baby. And when he catches it, he's ready to shoot it.
Boy, Milwaukee is ready to press again, trying to force more turnovers. On Mccoy, we talked about it, the reigning player of the week. 25 points per game last week. That was a 3-game week, by the way, not the usual 2. It is 3, as Milwaukee on top by 2. Morris, Davanashko, shot clock at 5, got it.
Tough shot, nice job. Real good patience, shot clock running down again. Take a look at the last basket, though, for Milwaukee at Mccoy at the other end. When you're a really solid shooter, you're ready when the ball hits your hands. You don't have to set your feet, because that's all been taken care of. Catch, feet set, boom. That's why he's such a great shooter. Watch how quick the ball's gone. Feet are set. He doesn't have to look down, get my feet, get in a rhythm, because then the defender flies and he's got you. That's why he's the best perimeter scorer in the league.
Preseason all-conference pick, and Bruce Pearl compares him favorably to a guy who excelled at Detroit for Perry Watson. Says he's got some Willie Green in him.
He does. He can't bang with the inside, though, like Willie Green could. Willie Green, remember some of the games we did? He was an animal inside.
That ball partially deflected, it appeared, out of the hands of McCann.
And Bruce Pearl screaming that there was a foul on that play.
Well, there's been certainly a physical tone to this game.
Yeah, officials definitely had their hands full today, and there's a good veteran crew on top of everything. They've got to call it close.
A moment ago, there was a warning for delay of game that was handed out after that ball had gone in down at the Green Bay end and then been interfered with. 14-14 tie. Again, Milwaukee shooting just 33%. So you would figure they'd take an even-up situation right here. They've got it. Roadie to Mendiburu. What a pass. And the Spaniard finds a native of the Dominican Republic. There is definitely a cosmopolitan flair to this Green Bay team.
That was an outstanding hook pass. McCann's right up. I can't tell you how impressed I am with how quick he sets his feet, the ball's in his hands, and it's gone.
Former Northwestern Wildcat Ed McCants.
See, what that does is defenders...
Another great pass.
And they miss the easy one. That's going to happen. It's not a mental mistake. It's physical.
Hill with a handoff there. He goes again. McCants couldn't get this one to drop. And it's Green Bay basketball.
See, when you watch Ed McCants shoot the ball, that's what makes it so tough on defenders. You can't relax for a second. If it's a slower player with a slower release, you can get it, that second extra to get there. But he catches it, turns, it's gone. Again, he doesn't have to get the elbow in, get the little hitch. He is a smooth operator.
Was that Sade?
Absolutely. Probably his favorite song.
Lindy's rates him as the top pro prospect in the Horizon League. There's Lawrence with a little bit of an answer.
Green Bay back up 1.
And just to finish up on McCants, he is a streaky three-point shooter. Tucker not close on that one. Keep in mind, McCants had a game just a couple weeks ago where he knocked in 9. Another terrific pass. But again, they can't convert. Lawrence with the putback.
Second chance points. Do a real nice job banging the glass. Green Bay really has come of age this year. Todd Kowalczyk's got this team believing. He's changed the mindset.
Tucker. And the turnaround won't go. Green Bay. We're going to say Green Bay has got the basketball. Bruce Pearl says, you got to be kidding. We'll see if that's revisited or not. It sure looked like it went off the Green Bay player, but who are we to judge? 20-17, Phoenix.
Danny Sullivan gets him done. No, he's screwing. No, he's spinning. Danny Sullivan spins. Absolutely incredible. And here makes a move. Little Al wins by just a few tenths of a second.
Get your seat for History in the Making, Reserve tickets for the 89th Indianapolis 500 are still available, starting at just $40. Call 800-822-INDY or log on to IndianapolisMotorspeedway.com.
The All Canada Show. Book your trip of a lifetime with some of Canada's best lodges at the All Canada Show, coming soon to Milwaukee. Don't miss the Locked at Loch Soul life-sized moose display, presented by Cabela's. Win a Miracraft fishing rig and enjoy shore lunch with an ice-cold Labatt Blue. Opening night is double Daredevil night. All paid admissions receive a free Daredevil lure. Kids 8 to 16 get a free lure every day of the show. January 21st through the 23rd, State Fair Park, Wisconsin Products Pavilion. The All Canada Show.
A-Rod and pinstripes, Steinbrenner's unbelievable.
Who'd you take, Shaq or Yao?
Shaq's the man, but Yao's really shown me something.
My head is with Tiger, but my heart is with Daly.
This is Mike and Mike in the morning on ESPN Radio. Trade Talk.
ESPN Radio. Get your radio on. Football fans, talk Packers on Milwaukee Sports Station. ESPN Radio 1510.
Network where Wisconsin fans come first. FSN North.
Well, the squeaky wheel has gotten the grease, Mr. Kaplan. Bruce Pearl says this should have been Milwaukee basketball out of bounds off a Green Bay player. And upon further review, he's right. They're going to give the ball to the Panthers.
Yep, he was very animated at half court saying it went off their guy. And Tim Hutchinson came over, talked with Pat Adams, the other official, and said, "Pat, I got this one." That's exactly what good officials do. They help each other out.
Boy, can Bruce Pearl go through towels over there, too. Let's quickly go to Chris Bowden. What you got, Chris?
Well, Todd Kowalczyk has already set plays first couple times out of the timeouts. Defensively, he doesn't want his guys to commit too early. That's been burned him so far against Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Kowalczyk, incidentally, also a little bit beaten up coming in. He said he hurt his back, twisted a little bit on the treadmill, so he had his game face on before we even started today.
Kowalczyk used to be a heck of a basketball player himself. Another terrific pass, threading the needle, and there's Tucker laying in.
Well, I thought he was trying to get it into Ford, thought he threw it away, and then there came another man cutting through Tucker, and it was an outstanding feed.
Mendeboru. Another terrific pass down at the other end. This time Mendeboru to Lawrence.
Well, they have really handled so far Milwaukee's pressure. The turnovers have not been a result of the pressure.
That's 10 quick points for Josh Lawrence to lead all scorers right now. Green Bay by 3 in Milwaukee. The battle of the two top teams in the Horizon League early on in league play. McCants with a miss. And McCants has been held reasonably in check. 2 out of 6. A block from behind. Tiger. Folks, you're hopefully conditioned by now to follow your favorite Horizon League teams all season long at horizonleague.org. Updated stats, schedules, the online store, everything else for the ultimate Horizon League fanatic. Online, horizonleague.org. Jump shot rimming out. Devon Morris couldn't get it to go. And now quickly McCants. Boy, he so badly wanted to shoot, but he knew he had to give it up. Why not? Tiger now has 5.
Yep, he did a really nice job to stay under control and then find Tiger for the short jumper.
Mendeboru, Lawrence could not handle it.
Bad decision. First real bad decision against pressure.
I'll try to find him with the home run ball. And Milwaukee will rev it up again. They've just gotten Jason McCoy onto the court. Transfer from Rutgers.
Do you know Todd Kowalczyk scored 53 points in a high school game up at the Pier?
I'm telling you, he can play.
53.
He knows Milwaukee pretty well, too. He was an assistant at Marquette across the street. McCants, another miss. They're diving for the loose ball. Tucker reaching in to tie it up. The held ball possession arrow will keep the Milwaukee play.
Get a look at Todd Kowalczyk. One of his top assistants is Dale Race, who was his college coach. Here's the scrum. Tucker has it knocked away, and then they battle on the floor. And there's the jump ball. Ed McCants is going to give me a timeout. Not going to happen.
McCants will take a seat. He's a guy that reined in 38 points against Detroit recently. Good for 24 last week against Loyola. What a high time he's had of it the last 3 weeks.
That's a load. 38.
against a team that preaches defense. The Detroit Titans.
They're battling Butler today up at Callahan Hall. We've seen some of those Butler-Detroit games over the years.
There have been some classics there. Look at the ball movement here. They get it out to Hill. And wide open for a three.
Drew Davis had his feet set. They got the ball out to him. Everybody was in the lane. He had a clean look.
Davis averaging 9 a game. That's his first 3. All right there in that one shot this afternoon. Hill will run it the other way. Look at him blow by Mendeburu.
Outstanding finish. Chris Hill out of Chicago. But what made the whole thing work was Green Bay a little quick with their shot at the other end. It led to a break. And there's another turnover against the press. The press starting to play a factor now. Another basket. You got to get a timeout, Green Bay. Got to have one. And Todd Kowalczyk gets it. Good call.
The defense has carried the day for Milwaukee much of this year. And it has appeared in the last minute or so here this afternoon.
Yeah, there's the turnover. And then Tucker, real nice job. Will spin inside. And he finishes. The whole thing, though, got started on Green Bay's offensive possession when they came down a little too quick. No patience. Didn't really get a great shot up there, and it was gone the other way.
It's a 9-0 Milwaukee run as they continue to poke the ball away from the Green Bay Phoenix. 27 steals in their last couple of games before this one today, Cap.
Yeah, they're a very good defensive team, and they score off their defense. When Wisconsin Green Bay has handled the press well, they've come down and either gotten a real quick look or they've had real good patience.
And you see Chris Hill, who Bruce Pearl was telling us doesn't get nearly the publicity he deserves. He keeps stripping away basketballs and taking them in, and he will find that publicity. A 9-0 run for Milwaukee, and they're up 28-22 for now. What a pass from Mendeburu. Flores couldn't finish.
Got to make that shot. Green Bay steals it back. They'll get a travel. You can fall down. You can't get back up. Once you improve your position on the ground, it's a travel. You can fall down. You can sit on the ground with the ball. Once you move it all, they're going to get you for a walk every time.
9th Green Bay turnover. Pankratz back in the game.
2-3 zone now out of Green Bay. UW Green Bay is a very solid team in both man and zone. Open look, missed the 3.
Mendeburu runs it up quickly, almost lost the handle.
Nearly carried it.
Flores working hard, but couldn't hit.
Yeah, didn't really get a good shot off there.
Boo Davis.
Oh, going to be a foul on Mendeburu.
No, they're going to get
James Wright.
They're going to get James Wright for having been in the way.
Wow.
Now, there was a pretty violent collision right there. And we'll go to break here with a 28-22 score. Milwaukee on top.
Do you have ingrown toenails?
Constipation. Hemorrhoids. Diarrhea. Could be.
That little itch might be telling.
Remove back hair. Say no to BO.
Commercials. That's why we keep our heads out the window. Buddy, it's time to get serious.
Sirius Satellite Radio. Over 120 channels, including commercial-free music, plus news, talk, and sports. Want radio your way? Ride with the big dog. Sirius Satellite Radio.
Oh, yeah.
In every community, there exists precious resources. In our community, we have the University of Wisconsin Green Bay, strengthening our economy and enriching our quality of life. The University of Wisconsin Green Bay, connecting learning to life.
At Piggly Wiggly, we always go the extra mile. In fact, when it comes to our friendly service, nobody compares to Piggly Wiggly. From our knowledgeable team members you'll find in every department, to our helpful cashiers and baggers. Our friendly service is just one more reason to shop the Pig and save.
Shop the Pig.
Bruce Pearl has his Milwaukee team playing terrific defense. They allowed just 42 points at Youngstown State Wednesday night. They're forcing turnovers here today.
They are doing an excellent job with their pressure defense and getting back in the half court and finding a body. So you get a little bit of contact on the press, and there's Tucker scoring off the press.
And in the half-court set, they don't really allow much to happen either. Only 2 opponents all year have managed to shoot even 48% against Milwaukee. Again, the Panthers are 4-1 in the Horizon League coming in today. Green Bay is 4-0. In the battle for the top spot here on FSN this afternoon. Josh Lewin with Dave Kaplan and Chris Bowden. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pretty electric start in the Horizon League this year. A lot of talent still in this league, though they lost a bunch of talent from last year. They have managed to grow some of it back.
This is a solid league year after year.
Tigert, a veteran of the Horizon League in his junior season now. Battling back from a knee injury that cost him the entire 2003 season. There's McCants.
It's just so smooth. Silky smooth. No wasted motion. No hitch in his shot.
He has found his stride, too, after an early December scoring slump. He is sizzling now.
Offensive foul.
And we go to Chris Bowden. What you got, Chris? We'll go back to Chris in a moment. Some technical issues that will work out. Flores coming back in. We talked about Todd Kowalczyk not being shy about recruiting out of state. How does the Dominican Republic and Spain grab you?
If I'm the recruiter and I get to make those trips, it grabs me just fine.
Flores and Mendiburu, although both by way of junior college in Iowa, so unfortunately he only got to go to Iowa. And McCants has 4 threes in the first half.
Yeah, he's got it rolling. The shooting slump is over.
Timeout called by Mendiburu. I don't think he got the timeout. You're right, man. Give it to him. Both teams were on their way to the benches.
Once you get to 4, the official cannot, by rule, give you the timeout. And the official got this one right. Bill Kaminsky on top of it. Once you hit 4 on the count, the timeout's gone. That chance is out.
Lobbing in and back to Hansen. Entry pass to Tigert with under 2 to go. First half. Tigert steps. Let's quickly go to Chris Bowden.
Well, I was sitting behind the Wisconsin-Milwaukee bench during that spurt where they took control of this first half, such as it is. And I just happened to notice McCants and Tucker and Tigert are all sitting on the bench. So it's all the little guys, the non-stars, the non-leading scorers who did it for them.
Tucker's able to bang it in.
Yeah. Green Bay needs to get in the locker room and regroup. Because when Coach Kowalczyk has time to diagram and talk and settle these guys down, they'll be fine. But they have really struggled the last 4 minutes with the pressure.
Milwaukee has forced a dozen first-half turnovers. And last year in this game, it was 15 first-half turnovers on the way to a double-digit win. So look at this run for Milwaukee. Mendiburu trying to slice into that. Doesn't happen.
See, again, they're not getting solid, clean looks. Bruce Pearl's done an excellent job at putting this system together. And now with veterans, look at this foul.
That was from across the street. McCants was looking for the foul that never came.
Yeah, I think he was expecting the whistle.
Almost another steal, that time by Hansen.
Great pass and one.
You bet. And that'll stem the tide, if only for a moment. Brandon Morris rattles it in.
I mean, this is an excellent pass. Near steal. Now watch this pass. Tell you what, Mendiburu can really see the court. And that's a good finish by Brandon Morris.
Foul goes on Wright. That's his third. Yeah, Mendiburu from Badalona, Spain. From there to community college in Iowa, on to Green Bay. He's getting further and further away from the equator at every turn, isn't he?
He is. Wonder how they like dealing with the winter.
As long as they're winning, ain't no big thing. Hill back in it for the Panthers. And an 11-point lead now.
Leonard Burrow's dad, a professional player in Spain.
Tigert. Hill with the foul.
Long rebound, nobody finds the little guy, and he gets it done.
We'll see if Green Bay can chisel it down here as we get towards the end of this first half. We'll be talking a little bit more about this Wisconsin Green Bay program, UWGB, coming up at halftime. Get you around the league as well. Another terrific pass. Boy, these Green Bay guys, they do love to move the ball around. They do it exceedingly well.
We were talking with Todd Kowalczyk. He said the most important thing is team player when he goes to recruit a guy, not athletic ability.
They do distribute it, move it around it very well. But right now it's an 11-point Milwaukee lead. And here's what we're talking about coming up at halftime. A little bit more on Green Bay's resurgence. Right now, though, it's Milwaukee up at the half. And Bruce Pearl, the Panther coach, standing by with Chris Bowden.
Josh, thanks a lot. You have to love the way the press did its job in the first half, Bruce.
Yeah, Chris, the tempo got up a little bit, and that certainly got to our favor. You know, Green Bay's big and strong, and they do a great job inside. So, obviously, to make it a 94-foot game benefits the Panthers.
Besides that, what do you have to do better the second half to hold on?
I think execute offensively a little bit. You know, we had a few turnovers in there, and you can't rely on the press. And I thought defensively we switched too easily. I thought sometimes we gave up on some matchups that we should have stayed with.
All right, thanks. Good luck.
All right, Chris.
All right. Bruce Pearl, Josh, back to you. And we'll be right back when we'll take a look at some of the heroes on this Green Bay squad when we return on FSN.
You got ID? Okay.
Nothing goes better with leftovers than some ice-cold Pepsi. It's the Cola.
M&I Bank goes above and beyond to serve you. Count on your M&I Bank team for friendly service that's on the ball. Whether you're saving, checking, or borrowing, expect more. Like our new M&I Rewards program. Combine points from an M&I Rewards credit card and check card. Enjoy rewards like free travel with no blackout dates and gift certificates to stores and restaurants. M&I Bank, taking service and rewards to the next level. Earn points any way you pay with M&I Rewards. Visit M&I Bank or call today.
Get ready for a whole new kind of Dodge. Introducing the all-new Magnum SXT with a 3.5-liter high-output engine and all-speed traction control. Open it up and find a tri-fold cargo floor, unique access liftgate, even a powerful Boston acoustic sound system. Dodge Magnum SXT, a whole different ride. Velocity meets versatility. The all-new Magnum starting at $22,495, only at your Dodge dealer.
Chris Bowden back at US Cellular Arena, where Wisconsin-Milwaukee is leading this battle of the leaders in the Horizon League over Wisconsin-Green Bay, 38-27. If the Phoenix are going to get back into this ball game, they're going to have to rely on the balance that got them to this point with their 4-0 record in conference play so far. For a closer look at Phoenix and their offensive balance, here is Chris Raw.
Murray. Rebound. Upset.
The golden age of Green Bay basketball, highlighted by 3 straight NCAA tournament appearances in the mid-90s, 2 under Dick Bennett, 1 under his former assistant Mike Heidemann. But when he left in 2002, GB had suffered 3 straight losing seasons, bottoming out in the league standings.
I think it was just getting to everybody in the program, and it was just the Green Bay program was probably at its lowest point.
Marquette assistant Todd Kowalczyk took over. The wins would come, but first, the Phoenix psyche had to change.
I remember the first meeting. He came in, and he wasn't our friend that first meeting. He came in, he set a new work ethic, both in the classroom and out on the court that first day.
I think initially in that first year, our foundation was really set with how hard we're going to work and how tough we are.
That first season yielded just 10 victories, but the seeds of success were sown, and they soon attracted better recruits.
He sold it by just having a great attitude and, you know, his enthusiasm about, you know, what direction the program's headed in, and his honesty.
He convinced me that he was all about winning, and he's all about his players, and once I got here, he showed that.
We bring some very confident guys, Javier and Brandon Morris and Josh Lawrence and Tyler Koenig and Ryan Avanasko. Those guys all had impact in our program because of their winning attitude right away.
All that confidence equated to victories, the Phoenix jumping to 17 wins, one of the top 10 turnarounds in the country a year ago, and a team picked to finish 7th in the Horizon League was a contender for the title most of the season, ultimately finishing 3rd. Off the court, the Phoenix recorded a GPA of over 3, the first time that had happened in 4 years. Armed with a track record and a contract extension to back it up, Coach K signed the most heralded recruiting class in school history for the 05-06 season.
Right now we have, by a lot of national publications, the so-called top 25 national recruiting class in the country. You know, and you know, 4 of those are in-state guys, you know, and I'm very, very excited about the future of our program.
And with the future in place, the Phoenix went to work on the present. A 7-3 non-conference record this season is best among Horizon League teams. And a 4-0 league start has the Phoenix atop the conference by itself for the first time in a long time.
I think around the league, we're starting to gain some respect, but nowhere near what we want to have.
They may bring our name up somewhat, but I don't think it's nowhere near where we want it to be.
Where are you now versus where you wanted to be 2.5 years in?
Well, I think, you know, what I would like to have is this program be a program that can contend for a championship on a yearly basis.
All right, thanks, Chris. And once again, Milwaukee is leading Green Bay by a score of 38-27 here at halftime. When we return, we'll have some of the highlights and the scores from around the Horizon League when we come back on.
The Wisconsin Lottery has noticed that no 2 players are quite alike, which is why we have an incredible variety of scratch games, like Casino Royale, the new $10 instant scratch game with over $6.5 million in prizes. Instant scratch games. No matter how you play, odds are you like them.
Come on. Come on. This is taking forever. Look at that guy. Thinks he's red. This is ridiculous. Watch. Oh.
Sorry.
That's right. Everyone stops for the ball.
I'm Lou Mascort.
I'm Charmaine Mascort.
We're from Phoenix, Arizona.
Originally from Chicago, moved here about 18 years ago.
And we've only been with American Family since 1975. We've had 5 homes: Glendale Heights, Gurnee, Libertyville, Lakewood, Summerhill. All of them insured by American Family Insurance. We feel very secure having American Family, not knowing what could happen tomorrow.
American Family Insurance.
Whether you love movies, sports, or all TV, get an entire home theater package from the best brands at your hometown store for over 57 years. Come to Morris Home Furnishings, where you'll find a huge selection of the names you know and trust, like Sony, Mitsubishi, Toshiba, Bose, and more. Get the entire package in one place at the best prices in the Miami Valley. Television, home theater, digital surround sound, and furniture. Enjoy it now with free financing available only at Morris Home Furnishings.
Halftime here in Milwaukee before the game. The Horizon League schools are all celebrating Martin Luther King Day today and on Monday as well. This is the actual birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King, and in recognition of the Honorable Dr. King, Horizon League schools asking kids to come on out and participate with the student athletes here on campus. Pretty nice thing. Josh Lewin along with David Kaplan, and right now an 11-point lead for Milwaukee. They're forcing Green Bay into turnover after turnover. Points off turnovers capped 20-3 in favor of Milwaukee.
And Josh, the bulk of those came very late in the first half, the last 6 minutes or so, when Milwaukee turned the screws a little tighter and Green Bay stopped handling the pressure and doing a really good job at either getting into their half-court offense or taking it to the goal to score with a real good opportunity. A lot of their shots the last 4 minutes for UW Green Bay contested.
Green Bay went from being up 20-17 to being down 36-22 in the matter of just 5 minutes. You're right. And again at the half, and it's an 11-point lead right now for the Milwaukee Panthers. Some other scores from around the Horizon League. We have them for you now. Detroit and Butler going at it. Look at Loyola surprising Wright State at a halftime, 29-24. The Ramblers have been off to just a 3-12 start, but they've got the upper hand right now. Youngstown State is on the road. Cleveland State and UIC will get it together tonight. Again here in Milwaukee at the half, Panthers by 11 over the Green Bay Phoenix. We'll come right back.
Order up.
What's the matter, baby?
My girlfriend, Aisha, she left me.
Oh, that's skinny.
She took my appetite and my ability to love.
Baby, here, try your sandwich with a Pepsi.
You got what I need, but you said you got a friend.
So tell me what you think about my Isaac and player.
Oh, baby.
Sandwiches need Pepsi. It's the cola.
Learn more. The University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Visit uwm.edu for information.
A celebration of art, culture, and education. A tribute to Dr. King.
Here's what people are saying about MilwaukeeJobs.com.
They provide the most comprehensive job search on the net.
By far, it is the place to find the best local jobs available.
It's a great place to start looking for a career change or to find something new and exciting in the same field.
MilwaukeeJobs.com. Local jobs, local candidates, local service.
Michael, Sales and Marketing Assistant. If you're looking for a job in Milwaukee, Milwaukee Jobs is the place to look.
You're watching FSN North.
The battle of the two UW schools, the two top teams in the Horizon League right now, and the Milwaukee Panthers playing some terrific defense, leading 38-27. All those turnovers, Cap, I guess that's where you got to get it started when looking at the highlights.
And Joe Tucker, the guy that's the beneficiary here, makes a nice move, little spin, little flip, gets the bucket. Then you'll see him get another one here. There's the steal by Mccoy, rips it away from Roadie, and then Tucker finishes, gets it to sit down for him. And then Milwaukee showed you they could shoot the basketball. There's Tiger, square it up, bang. Watch Mccoy. We talked about it in the first half. The guy who really sets his feet, catch, shoot, bring it up.
Ed McCants with 4 trays in that first half.
There's the miss from deep by Tiger, but Chris Hill, littlest man in the game, catch it and lay it in.
An 11-point lead. Last year, these two teams played on this court about a year ago to the date. It was an 11-point win for Milwaukee then. as you check out those first half stats. Again, I think the big thing, the points off turnovers, 20-3 in favor of Milwaukee there, and they lead the game overall 38-27. We'll come back, start the second half for you in just a moment on FSN.
Sam. Hutz.
Danny Sullivan gets him down. No, he's screwing. No, he's spinning. Danny Sullivan spins.
Absolutely incredible.
Here makes a move. Little Al wins by just a few tenths of a second.
Get your seat for history in the making. Reserve tickets for the 89th Indianapolis 500 are still available, starting at just $40. Call 800-822-INDY or log on to IndianapolisMotorSpeedway.com.
Ed McCants in Milwaukee leading by 11 as we get going here in the second half at US Cellular Arena. All the home games for the Panthers are here for the first time since 1998, part of a 4-year agreement with the Wisconsin Center District, formerly known as the Mecca. It's where the Bucks won the NBA title in 1971. This is where Marquette used to play.
I coached in this building against Marquette.
How'd you do?
We lost.
You weren't the only one. Foul as Roadie tried to take it in. They're in a whistle. Tigert for his second. It'll be interesting to see, Cap, if Green Bay can get it inside a little bit more. There's not a lot for them on the perimeter. When they've worked it inside, specifically to Josh Lawrence, things have gone well. Lawrence hit all 5 of his shots in that first half.
They're going to have to make free throws and handle pressure better. They got opportunities inside. Mendaburu is such a good passer that they've gotten their chances slashing to the basket, but they've got to do a better job against the press. They cannot have a 5-minute, 6-minute stretch that they had in the first half, or they will be blown off the floor. If they handle the press, Green Bay is a very, very good basketball team. And we know about Milwaukee, they're the best team in the league, in my opinion.
Milwaukee trying to get to 5-1 in the league. It dropped the Phoenix to 4-1 in the league. Wright State comes in here Monday night. Wright State is 3-1 as of right now. Although, as we just saw, they're trailing at Loyola this afternoon. Boo Davis banks it in.
Tough shot. Got a little bit of an opportunity to slash down that left side and kissed it off the window.
So the teams trade 2 points apiece right at the outset. Nothing happening there for Lawrence.
Boy, and I thought they had a chance to go inside. Tigert lost his man.
Off the McCants miss. Boo Davis. And they'll rev it up again. Yeah, that's a disheartening thing to happen to Green Bay. You get an open look for the 3, and it's an air ball. He'll right back, and he almost airballed it, but Davis with the ball.
Nobody finds Davis, and Davis goes in on the weak side, grabs that errant shot, and lays it back in.
I think the rule of thumb is if you're not named Ed McCants, don't hoist it up from 3 in this game.
Absolutely agree.
Roadie penetrating and dishing, but a fumble. Lawrence able to scoop it up and score anyway. So when he's not shooting threes, he's perfect. He's 6 for 6 from inside the arc.
Tucker's going up.
And Tucker could not rainbow it on down. You see Roadie a lot more involved here, right at the jump of half number 2. And I like to figure that by design, Cap. He is, in many respects, the emotional leader of this Green Bay team.
They're going to need someone against that press. So Todd Kowalczyk was telling us before the game, when you get across half court against Milwaukee, the coach can't yell, take it to the basket or set it up. It's pretty much a decision that your guard has to make. They have to have one guy say, I'm going to take charge. Here's what we're going to do.
Matt Roadie has been called the most underrated player in the league by his coach. Math major, first team all-academic performer last year is Matt Roadie.
Why is it that math majors make such good basketball coaches, cerebral leaders? Jim Lynam, remember Jim Lynam? He was a math teacher and became a great coach, engineered that huge St. Joe upset of DePaul back in the early 80s in the NCAA tournament.
Something about cosines and tangents, apparently. Lawrence again, and he is going to shoot to try and make it a three-point play. 7 of 7 is Lawrence from inside the arc.
But see, when Mendaburu has the ball in his hands, good things happen. He is a very smart basketball player. There's the pass. There's Lawrence, comes inside, right with the little touch foul, and it's a three-point opportunity, and you get to reel them back in a little bit. You don't let them build on that working margin.
And the foul, by the way, Cap, is on Adrian Tigert. That's the big guy's third. Lawrence drains it. Lawrence averaging 12.5 a game. That leads this Green Bay team. 4 in double figures, but they're all between 11.5 and 12.5.
Wright wants it inside, can't make it. Didn't really get a good, solid opportunity there. It was a little contested.
Green Bay has knocked it down to an 8-point lead now. Lawrence shuffles his way through, stripped the ball, and will stay right down here. But as we surmised, looking inside to Lawrence, not a bad way to attack right here because there's just not a lot of happening from the perimeter in a positive vein.
Real nice strip. Lawrence does a good job, puts it on the deck, gets inside. James Wright out of Milwaukee, Vincent made the play.
Roadie on the dribble drive. They'll kick it back out. Mendeburu with 9 to shoot. There's Roadie. No offensive rebound available. McCants behind the back.
Gets the crowd percolating. Outstanding feed.
McCants can shoot, and McCants can dazzle with a pass as well. Apparently. Man,
that was sweet.
That was awesome to look at.
That's just fun to sit and watch.
Now Moore is trying to answer the other way.
Another steal.
Hill to Tucker. All the way cross court. Hello, McCants.
You cannot leave him.
Detroit found that out the hard way as he dropped in 9 trays against the Titans a few weeks ago.
Well, a minute ago, it was 8 with a chance to get it to 6 or 5. You look up, it's back to 13.
James Wright has just picked up his 4th foul as he got pinwheeled in there with Tyler Koenig. Let's look at our sprint fast break play of the game. Is there any doubt?
This is pretty. Look at that pass. He gets the easy job. Tucker. The pass. Beautiful.
Mendeburu spins and has to kick it out. Lawrence will try that 3 again, and it rims out. Again, perfect from inside the arc. Imperfect from beyond in this one. Hill will back it out. Lawrence had come in as a 42% three-point shooter. McCants to the rack. And yes, he can knock down a 2-pointer as well. He had 5 threes for all of his scoring. Now he's got a 2-point bucket on the lay-in. And the largest Milwaukee lead all of a sudden at 15 points. Over the back.
Foul. Koenig, I believe.
And that'll be his 3rd. So it is not going well for the Phoenix. They had come in undefeated in with a 6-game winning streak. But here's Milwaukee doing a little bit of this and leading it by 15 points.
What makes Chevy Malibu a world-class mid-size car? Thoughtful innovations, like available factory-installed remote start, a tilt telescopic steering column, and a flat fold front passenger seat. Chevy Malibu, in a class all its own. And now current GM Smart Lease lessees can lease an 05 Malibu for around $199 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for details. See your local Chevy dealer today for the #1 selling cars and trucks in Wisconsin.
ACC basketball lights up the night on FSN. A bitter rivalry heats up as Georgia Tech looks to avenge last year's sweep at the hands of NC State. Then Coach K and undefeated Duke aim to continue their tear through the ACC in a showdown with Virginia. ACC Sunday Night Hoops tomorrow on FSN.
It's on FSN.
There is a start,
there is a finish, and in the journey between, there are dreams. The NCAA Hall of Champions keeps these dreams alive for you. More than a museum, the NCAA Hall of Champions takes you on an interactive journey. Relive some of the most inspirational moments in collegiate sports history and walk in the steps of the student athlete. At the NCAA Hall of Champions, you'll find something for every fan. Discover what it means to be a champion. The journey begins inside.
ACC Sunday Night Hoops returns to FSM with a doubleheader, beginning with 8th-ranked Georgia Tech taking on NC State. Then Virginia battles number 5 Duke. Coverage starting with our tip-off show at 5 Eastern and 4 Central, 2 Pacific on FSN. Ed McCants and company sailing right now. The Milwaukee Panthers have a lead of 49-34 on in-state rival Green Bay. McCants with a game-high 17 points. He has knocked down 5 3-pointers. And the transfer from Northwestern having a high time of it in the Horizon League.
He can play for pay. I'm telling you, that guy's a pro. Whether it's the NBA or Europe, he's going to make money, and a lot of it, because he can fill it up.
Now Jason Mccoy kicking it out. Mccoy, an interesting guy. Rutgers transfer. He's either the biggest guard or the thinnest forward in the league, depending on where Bruce Pearl is using him.
But that wingspan makes him such a factor inside in terms of blocking shots.
Another steal.
Showtime.
Boo Davis. Bye-bye. The points off turnovers, 25 for Milwaukee, 3 for Green Bay.
When you get out-rebounded, you turn over the ball too much, and you get beat in points like that off of turnovers, you can't win.
Mendeburu fouled by Pankratz. That'll be his first.
There's the turn, just a bad decision. You learn that at a younger age. You can't pass across the court. He knows that.
Well, turnovers were very much the issue last year when the two teams got it together here in Milwaukee. That would have been another one, but they're going to call the holding foul. Jason McCoy got in the way of one of the Green Bay players. Well, Josh Lawrence in the middle of a breakout season for this Green Bay team, but he was being overshadowed by all these very athletic Milwaukee players today. A 51-34 advantage for the Panthers. Here's Mendeburu spinning. He had a triple-double in a game at the end of last year.
You know that Oscar Robertson one season averaged a triple-double?
That's incredible.
Now they write it up as headlines if you get one.
Out it comes. Lawrence trying the 3-ball again. This time he's got it.
Big, big.
Lawrence leading the Phoenix with 18 points. Nobody else has 6 for Green Bay.
Milwaukee a little more balanced, although Ed McCants has had a big day.
McCoy looked down to see where he was standing. Now hands it off to Tucker.
Bruce Pearl's probably, nah, I don't think so, Mr. McCoy. No threes for you.
Tucker hangs and fans it out. Boo Davis. And another offensive rebound for Milwaukee. They lead the league in that department.
Second chance points, huge.
Davis is fouled by Evan Oshko. Well, the Milwaukee crowd has been into it right from the get-go. They stay into it now with the Panthers leading by 14. There's a foul.
You can feel there's a buzz. When we got to the arena today, there was a buzz about this game. Wisconsin Green Bay undefeated league play 4-0. Milwaukee has a loss. Still has to play at UW Green Bay, so you knew Milwaukee had their back to the wall in terms of an early season game. You say, well, you lose this one and you still have to go there, and they're two down then in the league. This was a huge game for both clubs, but even more so for Milwaukee.
Tucker with the fadeaway. Now, this is a Green Bay team that's lost only 3 games all year. When you're talking about mid-January, I don't care who you are or where you are. That's impressive. If you get to this point of the season with 3 L's. Mendiburu hoisting. Of course, one of those losses.
Great pass.
Oh, look at Tucker. Rolls it in, and he's going to the line.
If you're going to foul the guy going to the basket, you got to make sure he doesn't get the bucket, too.
That'll go on Mendiburu, Dave. That'll be his 3rd. And yeah, here's the pass.
Davis to Tucker. Real touch foul. There's the pass. You cannot make any contact.
And the point total's getting up there for Tucker now. He's up to 15 for the afternoon. Chance for 16. Averaging close to 13 a game for the year. Was a preseason all-league pick. 16 from that guy, 17 from McCants, who's been on the bench for a little while in this second half, and he's still got 17 points. Quick release and a pretty nice shot from Brandon Morris, his first 2 points of the half. Slices it back to 15.
See, all 3 Green Bay losses came with Morris out. He did not play. They lost those 3 games. Otherwise, they're perfect. This one, he got it down.
Once again, Morris will speed it into the front court for Green Bay. They're now trailing by 17. One of those 3 losses for Green Bay, and you mentioned they were without Morris, also without Mendiburu at Michigan State. They would love a mulligan on that one. They got creamed in East Lansing. That one's going the other way. Offensive foul, not a lot going right for the Phoenix at all. A timeout here in Milwaukee with the Panthers rolling 56-39.
M&I Bank goes above and beyond to serve you. Count on your M&I Bank team for friendly service that's on the ball. Whether you're saving, checking, or borrowing, expect more. Like our new M&I Rewards program. Combine points from an M&I Rewards credit card and check card. Enjoy rewards like free travel with no blackout dates and gift certificates to stores and restaurants. M&I Bank, taking service and rewards to the next level. Earn points any way you pay with M&I Rewards. Visit M&I Bank or call today.
At Piggly Wiggly, we always go the extra mile. In fact, when it comes to our friendly service, nobody compares to Piggly Wiggly. From our knowledgeable team members you'll find in every department, to our helpful cashiers and baggers. Our friendly service is just one more reason to shop the Pig and save.
Piggly Wiggly, shop the Pig.
Right.
Milwaukee by 17 here at the US Cellular Arena. Folks, the Sports List, the new show that counts down the 10 best and the 10 worst of everything and anything in sports. Tomorrow, find out the 10 greatest celebrity fans in sports history with host Summer Sanders. You'll see it at 6 on FSN tomorrow.
Jack Nicholson's got to be way up on that list.
I would have to say Spike might make an appearance as well.
Spike Lee. Who else would get that list?
If Ben Affleck's on there for baseball, I quit.
How about John Cusack, the Cub fan?
That could be. We'll have to tune in tomorrow at 6. Hansen on the dribble drive for Milwaukee. Not a lot happening there. It goes out to Tigert. And a Hansen with a lefty shot rimming out. That is Benito Flores with the rebound. Flores has been very quiet in this game today. He averages 11 points, about 5-6 rebounds a game.
Good strip.
Morris was trying to take it in strong, but Tigert was able to knock it free.
Got to give him the head and shoulder fake. Got to give a really solid pump fake first. There's the toss inside. Now he goes in. They just go straight up. Where's the head and shoulder fake? That's how you get the defender to bite.
Green Bay had this down to 42-34, but it's been a 14-5 run for Milwaukee since then. Brandon Morris trying to break down Tucker, fans it out to Roadie, 5 to shoot. Shot was altered, and the Panthers run it the other way with Tucker. Lost the handle, is able to regroup. And McCants.
He wants to go up.
He does, doesn't he? He already has 5 threes in this game. Ford hammered. Flores fouled out in only 16 minutes in the game against Cleveland State the other night, trying to stop Omari Wesley in that game. He's going to be called for the foul right here.
There's the toss over the top, and then there's the heavy contact.
5th team foul. It's going to get Derek Ford to the line. Oh, this right now at a 17-point dismantling for Milwaukee over Green Bay. Keep in mind that the Phoenix, in with that 11-3 record, they were playing some of their best basketball all year, Cap. 6-game winning streak.
Yeah, I don't think they saw this coming. I don't know if they truly felt they're going to win the game. They felt they could win the game. I don't think they saw blowout written on this one. But it's not over yet. Get a look at one of the fine young coaches in college basketball, Todd Kowalczyk.
The Phoenix under Kowalczyk has made it to Joe Lenardi's bracketology web column, Cap. He's got him as the 14 seed in the Syracuse Regional against Gonzaga.
Well, this league, I've told you every year, more than one team belongs every year because it's a great conference.
Milwaukee proved that a couple years ago, and they really should have beaten Notre Dame.
They had them.
On a layup that rimmed out at the horn. They were turned away. Roadie, and the 3 wouldn't go. Flores, the offensive rebound, and that wouldn't go. It smacked around him and grabbed right back. Morris kind of tiptoe through traffic here, bulls his way through, and a blocking foul on Tiger.
That's the right call.
And the 4th foul on big Adrian Tiger.
Here you got to just pick it up. There's too many men around you. You got to have that presence. Turns it over, and then here comes Morris, and there's the block.
And Morris to inbound it for Green Bay. We talked about that game they played Tuesday. They outlasted Cleveland State. Trying to get a timeout.
Timeout,
they got it. Problem for Hansen was he couldn't get his right hand to his left hand. He was screaming timeout, but the hands were trapped apart from each other. He finally gave up trying to actually form the T and just started screaming timeout. And it is granted it.
The Green Bay bench did not like that call. They felt that that should have been a jump ball situation, but you could see Hansen, he had one arm pinned. He couldn't get it free.
Well, the turnovers just continue to pile up for Green Bay. 16 of them, only 8 for Milwaukee. Milwaukee continues to take it in strong as well. And Bruce Pearl's team continues to enjoy a nice, healthy lead. As we enjoy rubber chickens flying into baskets here. Let's listen in on Bruce Pearl, what he has to say about his team this year. He talked to us before the game.
Defensively, we couldn't be playing much better. We really are working to pressure the ball and helping on one another, and it's almost out of necessity because offensively, we don't have the same weapons that we've had over the last couple of years, particularly in the half court, where we could play half court offense with anybody inside and out. So the defense and the rebound is what we really got to hang our hat on.
Well, one note about the defense today, this Milwaukee team, Cap, they've held Roadie to 1 of 7 shooting. They've held Mendeburu to 1 out of 4. You're talking about 2 very talented guards that are a combined 2 of 11.
Well, the real problem that Green Bay ran into in the first half, as you look at Bruce Pearl, second fastest of active coaches to 300, just behind Roy Williams of North Carolina and Kansas fame. But Green Bay ran into a problem when they started turning the ball over, then they started rushing their offense. They didn't get the same good looks they were getting the first 12, 14 minutes, and then things just got away from them here in the second half. Because they have good players, they're well coached. But it's no shame. There's They're going to get Mccoy on a push-up.
Yep, and Green Bay will get it back.
Here comes Mccoy around the corner, and no question, shoves Roadie.
Milwaukee forces yet another turnover. There's Mccoy, and there's Tucker to follow.
They just bang, bang, bang on the glass. This is no disrespect to Green Bay that they're down 20 points. A lot of people are going to really struggle against this Milwaukee team. They are the best team in the Horizon League.
Lawrence had his shot altered. Evanashko knifing it inside to Flores. A good look.
Good pass.
Well, Milwaukee's for real. You're right. And they're busy right now. Milwaukee in a stretch of 4 games in 8 days. Be nice to keep that guy right. He's got 6 3-pointers in this one.
Just, you can make a shooting video out of how he gets his feet set in place.
Well, they finally break the press. They hustle it right on in for 2. Bruce Pearl winced a little bit, but hey, his team is still up by 20. It's just the 3rd Panthers home game since December 1st.
Going up again. And Mccoy bangs the glass.
Well, the offensive rebounds continue to stack up. And McCants continues to lead the way. He is game high with 20 points. Tucker not far behind at 18. And Tucker's got 7 rebounds in this game, too. And it goes, stripped away. And this time Green Bay comes up with a loose ball. Again, one of those storylines we've been tracking, the points off turnovers, 25-3 in favor of Milwaukee. And there's your difference in the game. Morris from the top of the key. And the threes are just not there for the Phoenix.
Threw it away and they'll track it down.
Hill all the way, coasting on in.
Everybody's looking for their shooters, looking for McCants, and the lane is open, and he takes it right down the court and scores.
65-43. Pretty much a score by which Milwaukee won by earlier this week when they went to Youngstown. Putback rolls out. Flores trying again, and he is fouled.
Well, Lawrence's putback rolling out. That's a microcosm of how the day has gone for the Just a tough day at the office.
Great day at the office for that kid, though. Ed McCann, 6 3-pointers. Milwaukee by 22.
Get ready for a whole new kind of Dodge. Introducing the all-new Magnum SXT with a 3.5-liter high-output engine and all-speed traction control. Open it up and find a tri-fold cargo floor, unique access liftgate, even a powerful Boston acoustic sound system. Dodge Magnum SXT, a whole different ride. Velocity meets versatility. The all-new Magnum starting at $22,495, only at your Dodge dealer.
GSN presents the first reality show set in the world of horse racing, American Dream Derby. Now you have a chance to make your dreams come true with the Derby Days giveaway.
Win a trip to see me, Leanne Rimes, in concert at Santa Anita.
Enter at GSN.com. Tune into the show weekly to see if you're a winner. Watch American Dream Derby Monday nights at 9.
Only on GSN.
Brought to you locally by Ho Chunk Casino, Hotel, and Convention Center. Located in the Wisconsin Dells, Ho Chunk Casino is where the winners are.
Farm & Fleet's one-stop shop. You can find anything that you need, and it's always going to be at a great price.
I have 2 boys, and they have very nice children's clothes.
A wonderful variety of women and children's clothes.
A wide selection, and they have a lot of good prices.
They carry a lot of things that other places don't carry.
They even have housewares and kitchenwares.
To tires, which I'm getting today.
You can find just about anything. Everything that I need for the home is here.
And you got a good candy section, too.
Find value at Farm & Fleet. It's a great store. It really is.
You're watching FSN North.
A brief game summary. Milwaukee and Green Bay going at it. The Panthers lead by 22 because they've been led by number 22, Ed McCann.
Synergy in numbers. And watch this guy. There's 22. Ring it up from the corner. There he comes off a pick. Ring it up again. He's just an outstanding player. They know to look for him. Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. It's all in rhythm. There's no wasted motion. Just watching him shoot the basketball is a thing of beauty.
Ed McCants
chose to ice that shoulder as much as he shot it.
You know, he chose to come to UW-Milwaukee, spurning offers from Oklahoma, from Vegas, from Florida State. And he chalks it up to, he says, you know, I love the sense of family under Bruce Pearl. I like the fact that Milwaukee's a big city. But more than anything, Bruce Pearl figures it was just a chance to play right away. You go to Oklahoma, you're going to be in a rotation where you're maybe playing 8 or 10 minutes a game. When they lost Clay Tucker, some other talented guards here, Frederick and the like, Bruce Pearl said, hey, you want 33 minutes a game right now, come to Milwaukee, I'll give them to you.
And, you know, kids need to make that decision when you look at a program and go, yeah, I could be part of, 9, 10 guys playing, or could I be the man? And you open up, look at the media guide. The cover of the media guide is Ed McCants.
As we pointed out earlier, the bottom of the media guide, the phrase that Bruce Pearl still bandies about, still not satisfied. It has nothing to do with McCants. He's very satisfied with McCants. But the point being that a mere trip to a tournament, that's not enough. They want to get in there and do some damage.
Pankratz carries him. They run some clock. They've got a 22-point lead.
Against a very good Green Bay team. Out it comes, and the three won't go for Flores.
He's going up.
And then into Pankratz, who was stuffed. Mccoy, and it rimmed out on him. But if that's the worst thing that happens all day, Milwaukee's in good shape.
They're in great shape.
Flores lost his man and missed the layup. Continues to battle Pankratz.
Timeout, Milwaukee. Pankratz was falling out of bounds.
And Green Bay will just kind of have the agony prolonged a little bit. Milwaukee halfway to a third straight season of 20-plus wins, something this school has never done in 100-odd years of putting the ball in the air. They've had a good win against Air Force this year at Manhattan, at St. Louis.
The Air Force beat them a year ago. That was a game they wanted to
As for your American Family Insurance defender of the game, how about the whole Milwaukee team, Cap? They have forced the Green Bay team into 17 turnovers this afternoon.
Now this week for Wisconsin Green Bay, they've got Loyola and then UIC coming in to their place. Very tough place to win up at Wisconsin Green Bay.
Pankratz will flick it out. Tiger missed the jumper. Evanashko runs it the other way out of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. Ryan Evanashko. It's a powerhouse program. Produced Dante Calabria, Brandon Flush Cheatham from out of there.
How about Joe Namath?
Joe Namath is pretty good.
Decent.
Evanashko didn't guarantee victory, though, on the road.
No,
in this one.
That was probably the right decision.
We tick down here, 5 minutes left, and Tucker could not hit. Mendiburu runs it the other way, the Spaniard.
Green Bay does not quit playing. They play hard.
Evanashko is up to 6 points for the game, 67-49. And Hill, again, just taking care of the basketball, taking care of business for Bruce Pearl. Number 2 for the Panthers. Not the flashiest player in the league, but just so reliable. I think you can say that about pretty much all these Milwaukee guys. We have seen the occasional sizzle in this game. Here's Hill. Got to get it away. Could not do it. Shot clock violation.
Nope, they're going to get a foul.
Wow. On Mendiburu,
I believe, for hitting Tiger.
With the shot clock about to zero out. That is going to be on Mendiburu. That'll be his 4th.
Now let's see if the foul comes after the shot clock. Watch for the red light. The red light went on just after.
Gets Tigert to the line, about a 70% shooter for the year. And able to bang one in there. Boo Davis come back in for McCann. But that's it for McCann. He has certainly done his part in this one. 20 points, 5 assists. And he canned 6 3-pointers today. Rattling in for Tiger, 2 for 2. You know, we've seen Bruce Pearl run a lot of different guys in and out of the lineup today. He's been doing that all year. Important to do that now. They're in this very busy stretch. 4 games in 8 days, 8 games in 20 days. So it's nice to have this deep roster that they do. Boo Davis wide open. Got it. 8 of the 11 Boo Davis points are in the second half today.
You know, they just know one way to play, Milwaukee. They get after you, they defend, they get an open look, they shoot the basket.
On the cut right there, another pretty pass. Flores, the recipient. And it's an 18-point game. That's deflected out of bounds. Certainly rising to the occasion today, making it a long afternoon for the other coach, Mr. Kowalczyk. Bruce Pearl's team in front, 71-53.
Whether you love movies, sports, or all TV, get an entire home theater package from the best brands at your hometown store for over 57 years. Come to Morris Home Furnishings, where you'll find a huge selection of the names you know and trust, like Sony, Mitsubishi, Toshiba, Bose, and more. Get the entire package in one place at the best prices in the Miami Valley. Television, home theater, digital surround sound, and furniture. Enjoy it now with free financing available only at Morris Home Furnishings.
We have American Family Auto Insurance, we have American Family Life Insurance, and we also have American Family Homeowners Insurance. We picked the insurance company because of the reputation, and they've been in business a long time.
Ever since I had a car, I've had American Family.
It's very convenient to have all of our insurances under one company.
The phone calls are returned immediately.
You feel comfortable?
Yeah, I just need somebody who caters to me. I am a princess sometimes.
American Family Insurance.
We'll definitely stay with American Family.
I mean, the reason Josephine...
You don't have enough minutes. Don't answer this. You don't have enough minutes.
What
don't answer
is that?
Oh, that's just my new ringtone. It's a reminder.
No minutes. Don't answer. No minutes. Don't answer.
Need more anytime minutes? Switch to US Cellular and get 1,000 anytime minutes and unlimited call me minutes for just $39.95 a month. It's one more way we connect with you. US Cellular.
League basketball brought to you by American Family Insurance. By Sprint, one Sprint, many solutions. By Febreze, it's that fresh. By the NCAA Hall of Champions, it's the journey. By Reebok, official sponsor of the Horizon League. By Merrill Lynch. And by the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Well, Milwaukee's already had some good wins this year. We talked about Air Force winning at Manhattan, at St. Louis. They're 4-1 in the league so far. But what an impressive one this will be today, as they have manhandled a very talented Green Bay team. Looking for more, and they've got more.
Yep. Boo Davis.
Out of Chicago, Marshall High. Oh, and the Hill's going to bring it the other way. Had it poked out of bounds from behind by Evanashko.
Evanashko did a good job, because otherwise Hill's going in for another layup.
And Milwaukee has been fast breaking. They've been running. They've been playing such great defense. As we continue to track those points off turnovers, 27-3. Milwaukee over Green Bay. Tucker with a little shimmy before he shoots, and he got it.
You can tell he's a rhythm shooter. He likes that dribble to set his feet and get himself in rhythm. And they've blown it open to 23 inside 3 minutes, so they're going to party in Milwaukee tonight. Now this is where Todd Kowalczyk is coaching.
And we reinforce the American Family Insurance defenders of the game, Cap. That would be that Milwaukee Panther team. Having some fun today for Bruce Pearl, and I don't think Bruce ever turned away a good time himself.
No, he likes to have fun. But I was going to say, this is where Todd Kowalczyk is going to earn his pay as a head basketball coach. It's easy when you're winning 6 straight and you're really a program on the rise. It's what you do when you get your character tested and you get your butt beat, what you do after that. Rally the troops, get them back, get them believing, get them in the gym, say some maybe harsh things, wake some guys up and get ready to play again. That's coaching.
He turned them from a 4-12 team in the Horizon League to 11-5 last year. A mighty impressive improvement.
One of the best improvements in the country.
Just not going to happen today for Green Bay, but as you commented earlier, Dave, they're going to have their second crack at it on their home floor not too long from now. There's Evan Oshko.
Yeah, just a couple weeks from now, they're going to meet again. And that will be a jam-packed electric environment.
It's been a nice environment here today at US Cellular Arena. Mercury in the single digits outside, nice and warm. In here, in a facility that was built more than 50 years ago originally. Been updated several times since. Into the corner.
Trip towards 2 minutes. They got it by 24. Just another good shooter. You can't shoot, you can't play for Bruce Moore because of the way they play. And it's wholesale substitutions.
Yep, might as well run some other guys in there. Luke Holman has just come in, a freshman.
Sure, these guys work hard to practice.
Under 2 to play. Green Bay had a 20-17 lead in this game. There's Evan Oshko off the bench. He's been firing up plenty. Hanson the other way, trying to break down Brandon Morris. Morris, a very quiet afternoon. He was held to 7 points today.
Since that point, 62-35.
Wow. And it goes to Ford. And he'll step out.
They're just on autopilot.
Flores had it roll off. Pretty decisive rebound advantage from Milwaukee today, too. They're about a +10. Up and in for Tiger. He's got his season average of 9.
They're going to beat him near 30 points. And tell you what, the first 14 minutes were an excellent basketball game.
Yeah, this is going to look cosmetically brutal in the newspaper tomorrow. I'll try to chip away at it here with 49.6 to go. But yeah, you know, if you're Todd Kowalczyk, maybe you go back to what they did right for those first 12 or 14 minutes. Cap, but boy, you've got to dissect what went wrong from that point on, because there was a lot of it today.
There were a lot of problems, a lot of breakdowns. You finally, you start turning it over, and then everything broke down. Defensive lapses, offensive rebounding for Milwaukee just became a factor. You lick your wounds, you go home, you work on your game, and you get ready to play Loyola on Thursday.
What's happening here today? Flores playing some free throw. So the Phoenix will have a 6-game winning streak stopped. They will go to 11-4 overall. And the last of the Mohicans has stepped aside now, because now everyone in the league will have at least one loss. And it's bunchy at the top. You've got Wright State, you've got Milwaukee, you've got Green Bay. Of course, Detroit and UIC is always very talented, and Butler's going to try to hang around too.
Wright State in trouble today, though, playing a very underrated Loyola team. Loyola's a lot of man talent this year. They got great coach Jimmy Weitzel. They are beating Wright State right now in the second half.
To 30 seconds. The shot from Bendo is blocked. The freshman knocks one in.
Out of Brookfield, Wisconsin, Luke Holman.
Ryan Wirtz into the game, fans it out to Morris. And now it's just a matter of it's a 30-point loss or not. It is going to be a 30-point undressing. Milwaukee over Green Bay.
They absolutely drilled it. And Green Bay goes home, works on it. Milwaukee is the best team in the Horizon League, hands down. It's not even a contest. They play better than everyone else as a unit. They are more talented than everyone else, and they have so many facets to their game. They beat you on the boards, they beat you with the press, they beat you with the break, they beat you with perimeter play. They're a great team.
They have knocked the Phoenix down a peg authoritatively today. Again, the final score, 86-56, and we've got a lot still to tell you when we come back. This is Horizon League basketball on FSN.
Nothing sounds better than pizza and Pepsi. It's the Cola.
Get ready for a whole new kind of Dodge. Introducing the all-new Magnum SXT with a 3.5-liter high-output engine and all-speed traction control. Open it up and find a tri-fold cargo floor, unique access liftgate, even a powerful Boston acoustic sound system. Dodge Magnum SXT, a whole different ride. Velocity meets versatility. The all-new Magnum starting at $22,495. Only at your Dodge dealer.
The best damn sports show, period. Television's greatest late-night sports show has raised the bar again. Join Tom Arnold and John Sally as they cut loose with the biggest stars in sports and entertainment.
Oh, my God.
It's late-night television.
The Wisconsin Lottery has noticed that no two players are quite alike, which is why we have an incredible variety of scratch games, like Casino Royale, the new $10 instant scratch game with over $6.5 million in prizes. Instant scratch games. No matter how you play, odds are you like them.
Feeling it today.
Yeah, they were double and triple teaming me, and we just decided that we were going to penetrate, get some easy kickouts, and try to get each other open tonight.
And when you work on your shot, I said on the broadcast you're a rhythm shooter, but your feet are already set before the ball ever hits your hands. As we watch some of your shots, your feet are no movement, no wasted movement with your elbow. Where did you learn to shoot like that?
Down in Texas, you know, I played with Bill Foy. And he would do a lot of kind of old school Jeff Hornacek shooting, one foot in front of the other. He like that, be shot ready and just, you know, just kind of flick it and be ready to shoot.
It's interesting to watch you guys play offensively. Your guys know where you're going to be when you head to that deep corner.
Yeah, last year it was my first year here, so they didn't know where to hit me, when I liked the ball. This year we're a little more comfortable, a lot more chemistry. They know where I want the ball. I know kind of where they want it more and more, so we're getting there.
Ed, I know you've got a lot of respect for that Green Bay team. They played you real hard a couple times last year. 30-point win, I mean, that could not have been on the radar today coming in, right?
I don't think the score reflects how good of a ball club they are. We came out hard. We had a lot of guys step up like we've been waiting for all season. Boo Davis, Derek Ford, Adrian Tigert, and when we all come to play that way, we're a very tough team to beat, but that's not to take anything away from them. They're a good ball club.
Well said, and congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
Very
Thank
well
you.
done today.
Thanks for having me.
Good luck.
All right, that's Ed McCants. He was certainly among the stars today. Check out those final stats. And look at what Milwaukee did to Green Bay today, Cap. The points off turnovers, 27-3 is how it turns out today. The fast break points pretty indicative of how it went as well. 19-4 there. And again, your final in this one is 86-56. Milwaukee just stomping on Green Bay this afternoon.
Well, it's interesting to look at those numbers. 27-3 on points off turnovers. And, you know, you look at the scores. We're joined by Bruce Pearl. And, Bruce, you look at the score of this game, and people are going to pick up the paper tomorrow and go, my God, they annihilate them. 6 minutes to go first half. it's a whale of a ball game.
Yeah, it was. What did you guys do to keep the audience? I was curious because
we just put the camera on you.
It was a great game, and Green Bay is a good team. They really are, and they do really good stuff. From our standpoint, as far as a matchup was concerned, we try to extend a little bit, maybe disrupt them out of some of the stuff that I'd like to do. But that's the best our teams play, David. And it was in a big ball game.
And, you talk about the defense, Bruce. I know how proud you are of defense in general. Can you talk specifically about some of this today?
Well, we try to use full court pressure, and a lot of times, pressure can be more effective at home than it is on the road. And, a lot of these are pursuit plays, hustle plays. And Green Bay is so good in their half-court stuff that if you don't try to disrupt them a little bit, you play at their pace. And obviously, it gives our guys great energy when we make these turnovers.
They handled the press early.
Yeah.
And got a few baskets out of it, but you never backed off and you stay with it. Do you have different levels of pressure? You go, okay, guys, we're going to level code alert here. Now turn the heat up because all of a sudden, wow.
Yeah, we do. And, fatigue is a factor, too. It's not going to work early in the game like it might work midway or at the end. That's why when we're down, pressure is such a good thing because teams are tired and they can't execute it going faster. This is how we practice. This is how we play. We're used to this pace.
Another thing we were talking about with Ed McCants, he is a rhythm shooter, but, man, I've never seen a guy whose feet are set, elbows in, it hits his hand and it's gone.
Yeah, and one thing about him being such a good shooter is he lets me yell at him. I mean, because he had one that was just outrageous. It was just such a bad shot, and he understands that. But he is a gifted shooter, and I probably don't do a very good job getting him enough open looks. He's a dangerous weapon. You've got to extend out on him.
Wow.
Bruce, congratulations. Obviously a 30-point win, probably way more than you expected today. And the Red Sox won a World Series this year, so it's all good.
It's all good. We got the Patriots tomorrow. I don't know about I really worry about Troy Brown being back there in the defensive backfield. But,
Colts, baby.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right,
we'll see what happens.
Another topic for another time.
Great job. It's great you guys have you here in Milwaukee. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks, Bruce.
Okay.
Congratulations on a real nice win today. 86-56, the final score. And Dave Kaplan, just real quick, Milwaukee doesn't have a lot of time to really enjoy this one. They've got Wright State coming in on Monday.
And Wright State looks like they're coming off a loss to Loyola today, so it's going to be another big game with the conference title starting to take shape already.
86-56, your final today. Be sure to come on back Thursday. It's Detroit and UIC. Check your local listings for the game time in your area. For Dave Kaplan, for Chris Bowden, I'm Josh Lewin saying so long from Milwaukee. Again, the final today, Panthers 86 and the Phoenix 56. The preceding has been an exclusive presentation of FSN.